Alright, this is Barbara with Richlea Boxers and back with Hattie. We have already prepared our posts and we have cut our tape to length. I also cut moleskin into strips so that we can use, I left the back on it for right now. Okay, we are ready to begin. We started with clean ears. I cleaned her ears this morning, and you want to make sure that they're free of any kind of residue. They are dry and clean right now. We are going to go ahead and poof a little bit of powder down in her ear canal. Bear. Good puppy. Just a little bit. See that that's not even hardly visible in there. Just a little bit, just to help keep things dry. We'll go ahead and do both ears. And the next thing we're going to do, I have my tape stretched out here, and I'm going to spritz them. Come here, sister. Don't let you fall off. We're going to spritz them with the starter fluid. You don't want to do that until you're almost ready to use it, because it actually does wear off. We have a finished edge and an edge that I cut. We're going to use the finished edge next to her incision line. Good girl. We're going to stretch her ear out, and we're going to go above the cartilage on the inside. And you see where that wants to bend back? We're going to go above that because we want to support that and stretch that upward. We're going to leave it hanging off the end. Remember, our post is a little bit longer. We're going to tape our front and back tapes together, and then wrap that and stretch it over the post. Okay, this is our second piece of tape. We're going to go on the back, again the finished factory edge along her incision line, so that we're sure that we're going to get that straight and even. You tape it to it, and that's still tacky on that end. I'm going to go ahead and just squeeze that and hold it just a little bit. Not tight enough that she's crying, of course, but we want it to press down and stay. Then we can pull on that, and you can see how it's gonna hold. We take our post, and I have double wrapped hers to give it a little more body. It's not crazy stiff. It's still quite flexible. We're gonna put this well down into the bell. And she says, "I think I'm done here." And that's going to hold that ear straight upright. We're going to take a pre-cut piece of our moleskin. I'm going to measure along where see where she's got her little raw spot. That's more than long enough for that. We're going to take the adhesive off, and we're putting the sticky side of the moleskin to the sticky side of the post. And I always wait until I already have it in the ear to make sure I've got the correct placement. So that is not going to touch the post. And that's actually going to be left exposed even after we get the tape on the outside. Come here, sweetheart. We're going to start this, stick this long strip to the post to begin with, and we're going to let it be loose. We don't want it too tight on that first wrap around. We're going to let her ear right here fold in its natural way under the tape. Good girl. Again, I like to stick it to the tape and leave her ear a little bit of room in there. You want it to hold the post, but the biggest sticky you've got that's holding it to the post and doing your work is what's stuck to the ear and pulled over. This is just to keep the post from flipping out. And if somebody's going to flip it out, it's going to be Hattie. She's a good head shaker. Then you're just going to firmly squeeze the whole work down. I left the tip out because, see there again, it's still healing. So the two parts of this ear that are still healing are exposed so that I can continue to treat that. And there we go.